Hi guys, hope you're good. Just about on time. Anyone seen the starting 11? I have seen the starting 11. I had to give it a second look, a third look, and then when I was done with my third look, I had to give it a fourth look. And I think I finished on 5 looks. it's it's different, but I'm glad. I'm glad he's trying something different. So if we get battered, we can at least say we tried. What is going on? I actually don't mind the look of it. Yeah, same. I actually don't mind the look of it. And to be honest, I'm quite excited. I'm quite excited to see it because it's Ekatike and Isak up top together, and it's Wirtz and it's Szoboszlai. It is possibly the most attacking lineup we could put out. So I'm super excited to see it. We had to do it though. We had to do it. I feel like because if he had gone with the 4-2-3-1 again, it perhaps would not be enough. Give me a sec. Aeon says hi. Score prediction: 5-0 Liverpool win. 5-1. We'll give PSG a goal. I've got the effing Barcelona game on. This is the wrong game. Give me a second. But 5-1. We'll give PSG 1 goal, right? Stefan's predicting a 1-1. Grace, also known as the hat judger, is going to judge my hat, but I think you like this hat because I think you've approved of it previously. Again, no idea what that means, Fish. No idea what that means. I know it's Polish, but no idea what that means. I love the idea of Ekatike on the left. What's it going to look like, though? What's it... do you mean on the left of a 2 or on the left of a 3? I think it might be on the left of a 2. So Isak on the right of a 2. Ekatike on the left of a 2. I don't know. I'm excited to see it. After how boring the last few months have been, I'm excited to see something different. I'm excited to see something different. And also this might be a sneak preview of how they're going to play next year. This might be a sneak preview because there's no Salah, but Isak's in the team, which reluctant gamer will be very happy to know. So Isak is starting. Alongside Ekatike. SH thinks there'll be 2 goals. Rueda, hope you are good. But yeah, Isak and Ekatike up top together. Give me a sec, my phone's messing up. Grace says, how's your day been? It's been good. Busy, but busy is good. Spent about £120 on some garden things. so it's been busy. How about you? Is Resident Evil good? Yeah, I'm liking it. I haven't played it since the other day. Since was it Sunday? Haven't played it since then, but it's very good. What I like about it is it throws you right into the action. There's no messing about. There's no waiting forever for the story to kind of kick in. It just throws you right into the action. I think 3 people have died already, so it's it's pretty good. I'm liking it. Yeah, I thought you'd like this hat. You said you approve of this hat before. Isabel hopes we can pull this out of the bag. I think we either pull this out of the bag or we put the bag around our faces and never wake up again, because it's extremely attacking line. It's an extremely attacking team. So you've got Kerkez, who's an attacking left back. You've got Frimpong, who's an attacking right back. You've got Szoboszlai and Wirtz in the team, and you've got Isak and Ekatike in the team. So it's an extremely attacking lineup. But I'm happy to see it. I'm actually excited to see it. It is, yeah, 100%. And this might be a sneak peek of kind of how the team is going to play next year with no Salah and hopefully no Gakpo. I think there's a huge role for the fullbacks to get wide and to get the width. But I'm excited to see it. Fish says, "Do you want me to do some dishes?" No, I have a dishwasher, but you can empty the dishwasher if you want. Hate doing that. Mr. Default says United. Is that Leeds United? Because I've been waiting a day to say that. I've been waiting a day for that exact message. Today I was like, yes, when he says United, I'm going to ask if it's Leeds United. But I hope you're good. Score prediction 5-1. Let's go. Because as Mr. Default says, Isak is starting and Ekitike is starting and Wirtz is starting. So the whole Liverpool spent 400 million. This is the first time we're going to see the damn 400 million. This is the first time we're actually seeing that 400 million. And to be honest, I don't know how fit Isak is. I don't know how fit Ekitike is, but it's gonna be a good game. Isn't this Isak's first game back? It's his first start. Came off the bench against Fulham and potentially came off the bench in the game before that, but it's his first start. So I am excited AF. As a reluctant gamer says, Isak has a good chance today to do something big. He does, provided we pass to him. In the last game, Isak was making so many amazing runs, but we just wouldn't pass the ball to him. So I think we need to pass the ball to him, then we should be good. Stefan can't watch it. He does not have Amazon Prime, so he needs my commentary. I'm watching Barcelona come back versus Atlético. Interesting. You can keep us updated then. You can keep us updated in case there's any goals in that game. What about Rio? Yeah, Rio's on the bench, which is okay. I think which is okay. I mean, this is a pretty big occasion, Champions League night. It might be a bit much to kind of start him when he's got school tomorrow. I think he's got a maths lesson in the morning. I think he's got chemistry after that. So we'll bring him on if we need him. Terry says that that's a good side, so no excuse. I agree. I think this is what I wanted him to do. It might be too much. It might be too much, but the flip side is too little. And you know for definite that too little will not work. So you'd rather try too much. I think PSG will definitely score. The question is whether Liverpool can score 3 more than them. But I'm encouraged. How's that keeper film? It's good. I'm about halfway through it. Horror movie, pretty good. Hoping to maybe finish that tomorrow. Man United fans think they're going to do serious things next season. Next season will be interesting. PSG kick off and they just kick the ball out. I see there's a bit of pressure on Carrick now, which is kind of crazy because everybody was kissing Carrick's ass previously. And now that he's lost to Leeds, now they've turned on him. But for me, losing to Leeds shouldn't be the point where they turn on him. The argument all along should have been he's doing a good job as a kind of stand-in, but he doesn't have the experience to be a full-time manager. Whereas I was watching ESPN today, and all along they said Carrick's amazing. And as soon as he loses, then suddenly he's rubbish, suddenly he's not good enough. They seemingly only have a memory that lasts one game max. Isabel wanted Rio on the bench, super sub last 25 minutes. That is one of the benefits. Come on against tired legs. Okay, Liverpool starting energetically. Let's hope they can keep this up. It's not on TNT, no, it's on Amazon Prime. PSG are through, but we should have enough players back. We do have enough players back. That's what I was wondering. Typically, you don't like the plain hats, but this one you seem to be quite the fan of. Grace has a game suggestion called Trees Hate You. There's very little chance I play that. It sounds like... What is it? Tell me what it is. Yes, Fish. I thought you were going to do the dishes. Yeah, they turn on him. It's just a consequence of modern punditry. I feel like they only have a memory that goes as far back as the last game. Carrick was the best thing ever, was the best thing ever, was the best thing ever. And then as soon as he loses a game, suddenly he's rubbish and, you know, he's not worth nothing. And it's just like, what? Just take a balanced approach, surely, which is he's done good with what he's been given. Ultimately, he's probably not the long-term answer because he doesn't have the experience. Surely that's the logical take. Yeah, what's the game about? The tree game. They are like fish. Their memory doesn't last, just like Dory. Yeah, 100%. Mark says, I just liked and subbed. Shout out, please. How are you, Mark? Hope you're good. Hope you had a good Tuesday. I had to double check what day it was. But I hope you're well. See, that's what we've been missing. Keeper takes the goal kick. It goes to Isak. And Isak just heads it back to a player. That sounds very simple, but we haven't had that all year because Salah's about 5'2", Rio is about 3'2", and I mean Gakpo is just garbage. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. why is McAllister playing attacking midfield? It looks like it's more of a 3 up front, but I don't wanna jump to conclusions. But it feels more like Wirtz on the left of a 3, Ekitike on the right of a 3. Oh no, it is 2. It is 2 up front. It's just a bit dynamic. But yeah, McAllister is definitely ahead of Szoboszlai. Arthur is correct. I had a feeling, I was forgetting something. I did have a feeling I was forgetting something. Don't you think this year and last season Premier League has been disappointing? Chelsea, Newcastle, Spurs, Liverpool have all spent billions but are not very good. The thing is, it's easy for me to say it's been disappointing because my team hasn't been doing well. What is interesting is kind of how close the points are between, say, third place and 11th place. I don't know if there's been so little points between such significant spaces in the past, but Arsenal will probably have a different opinion, naturally. Yamal 1-0 already, dang. Mark says Wirtz should be there. Wirtz should be where? Oh right, in the McAllister position. He should be, yeah. That's where he was playing against Fulham. And against Fulham he got the assist for the Rio goal, and for the Salah goal, he passed it to Rio, who then passed it to Gakpo, who then passed it to Salah. So you can also say he started the movement for the second goal in that position. Rebel says, "Come on, you Reds." Corner. Ooh, good hit, good header by Isak. You can tell I'm an Isak fanboy, but it was saved. But good header from the corner. Yeah, Yamal scored for Barcelona. Finn says the lineup is good. It's the right thing. It's the right thing to do. It might be too attacking, but the flip side is if it's not attacking enough, then you're gonna lose. You might as well risk it. You might as well risk either winning 5-0 or losing 5-0. AI says any chances? Yeah. Liverpool had a corner, Isak header, but it was saved. Yeah, it's a bit risky. I can't lie, for 2-2-2, but you got to do it. You got to take the risk, I think. At this point, even if he loses this game, I won't be too angry with the manager because of this. Obviously, I'm angry because of other things, but because of this, he's doing what he's got to do. Your defense should be Kerkez, Hoysen, Kanate, and Carvajal. I mean, unfortunately, two of those play for Madrid. Trees Hate You is a chaotic rage game where you try to survive levels full of unpredictable evil trees that randomly mess with you for no reason. Interesting. Is it free? If it's free, I can maybe try it. Chelmsford 2, Hornchurch 0. Well, Hornchurch need to sort themselves out. I was going to say they might need to pray for a consolation goal, but given that they are Hornchurch, it's probably not far away that they need to go. Isabel is also liking the look of this game so far. Me too, and it seems like everybody is. So even if we lose this, I'll at least feel like, you know what, at least we kind of went for it. Yeah, that's the thing, as T. Frez is saying. It's the best lineup we could have possibly done. And it might be too attacking, which means it might not be defensive enough, but you almost have to go for it. You almost have to risk being less defensively sound if it means getting more attacking players on the pitch. Magic square thing, this formation. Do you reckon if Arsenal bottle their next 5-6-ish games, City go top? City was my prediction at the start of the year. Saved by Mamadashvili. I mean, United will probably get Champions League. Irrespective of Arsenal bottling it. Yep, Barcelona winning already. How are you, Pixel? Hope you are good. Liverpool are defending deep, to be fair. They do have pretty much every player behind the ball. Do you think Liverpool could come back and somehow win? Yes, I'm predicting a 5-1 win. I'm predicting a 5-1 win. But that's partly because Ekitike and Isak are up top together. How you, Javid? Hope you're good. Bradford City fan? Fair enough. Is everyone playing that game? I can maybe try it. I don't know yet if I'll have energy tomorrow, but I'll see. Grace's day has been good. Just did my 5k run. I'm on week 4. Run 2. Nice. That's good. That's good consistency. I'm glad you're keeping up. Do you feel any better compared to when you started it? You must do if you're still keeping it up. Did you see Martinez red card? So soft. I didn't see the video of it. I saw the picture of it, but those kind of things, when you freeze the frame, they do look a lot worse than, I guess, when you see it in motion. I've just seen the picture of it. And I know Carrick was a bit annoyed about it. See, Isabel saying, well done, Grace. Ball goes out. It's not as bad as it looks. Okay, I'll need to maybe watch a clip of it. Mr. Smith says McAllister's legs aren't there. Could have done with a live wire in his position tonight. Could have done with Wirtz in that position. Wirtz was playing that position against Fulham and he got 1 assist for the Rio Ngamoa goal. And also basically set up the move for the Salah goal. So I'm surprised Wirtz is not more central. Though he's central now. Maybe it's going to be more fluid. Oh, the VAR room called it. Fair enough. I see Casemiro got the goal back. How does Casemiro keep scoring? I thought he was finished. And he wasn't like traditionally ever a goal scorer, but for United, he keeps on getting these goals. Grace says, please have energy tomorrow. I like that Requiem game. I'll see. I don't know yet. I've got a lot of jobs to do around the house tomorrow. But we'll see. T. Frez predicts Liverpool win 3-0, 2-0 in normal time, and third one comes in extra time. That's a bit more sensible than my prediction. My prediction was a 5-1 win. But let's see. McAllister to Wirtz. This is looking better. I can't lie. This is looking better. They're not playing with any fear, but again, this has happened in the past. They just need to keep up this fearless streak for the whole game. McAllister to Ekitike. It's a rubbish cross by Frimpong, man. So many players in the box and you aim it in the one space where there's absolutely nobody. Kirkes has got a better cross on him though. And it goes straight to the keeper. Who's been dropped to allow Isak to play? Yeah, Gakpost has been dropped and Salah's also been dropped. So there's no Salah in the lineup and there's no Gakpost. Personal opinion, they're going to rotate that mid, I think. It looks like they are. Sometimes McAllister is there, sometimes Wirtz is there. And then, like I said, Rio super sub, 25 minutes to go, attacking midfield. Could happen. I think he'll definitely come on. He has to come on, surely. Especially after what he did against Fulham. I understand the logic not to start him, but you gotta give him some minutes. Yeah, I mean, every time I check your scores just to double check that you're actually losing, eventually it says like Casemiro 63, Casemiro 42. I'm like, what the hell? Why? How does that guy keep scoring? Can you like keep his chubby cheeks away from the goal? Because he keeps on scoring and I don't like it. Thank God Gakpo hasn't started. That's the general theme. The general theme of the day. Grace says, I'll leave you alone all day if it means you'll do the stream. It's not dependent on you. I've just got a bunch of things to do around the house tomorrow. I'm not saying definitely not. I'm saying I just don't know. Yeah. RG255. Who's Earl Kelly? Is that like a famous person? I don't know who Earl Kelly is. Yeah, what's his name? Casemiro literally looks like a chipmunk. But I'm probably not one to talk, to be honest. Oh, Jesus, thank the Lord. They hit it over. They probably should have scored that. Was that Dembele? Was it that? Was that Kanate's fault? I just got all nervous just seeing the ball bouncing around. And I was just thinking, oh my God, please clear it. Please clear it. Please clear it. There's two balls on the pitch. There's two balls on the pitch anyway. I mean, there's two balls on the pitch. You can see how much better we with that Gakpo. I can't even disagree because you are right. Gakpo's this year especially has been shocking. His decision making and just his tendency to do the exact same thing in every single situation makes him pointless. If I ever claimed I wasn't Eddie Howe out, then I want to correct myself. You're allowed to correct yourself. But I think when I asked you previously, you said you wanted Ollie, as in Ollie Solskjaer, and I was like, really? Ollie? Do you still want Ollie, or have you moved on? Someone from your favorite TV show. Nem says we're cooked. I mean, if we're cooked, we'll just score even more goals. Ryan says, there been any big chances? My dodgy box ain't working. Isak had a good chance from a corner. Got a good header on it, but saved by the keeper. PSG had a good chance about a minute ago, and they hit it over. But it's still 0-0. Yeah, that's his whole game. Dribble, cut inside. And when he cuts inside, there's even no variability once it's cut inside. He doesn't then cut inside and wait. He doesn't then cut inside and, do anything different. It's always cut inside and instantly shoot. It was his fault, and also his spoon header the other end was abominable. He does not inspire confidence. Good old Ibu. Finley wants Andoni Iraola. He's leaving Bournemouth, so that can only mean he's coming to us. Had enough of Eddie now. Fair enough. Iraola's a very good manager, can't lie. I wouldn't mind him at the Reds, but we'll have to see where he goes. Yeah, I think that's why you like the hat. It's not completely plain. It's got a little something going on. That must be the reason. Okay, I would have liked at least one goal now for the 5-1. The 5-1 that I'd manifested. I would have liked at least one goal by now. But we don't have Divock Origi anymore. What's your dream transfers? When you say dream transfers, I'd still want to keep them realistic. So realistic dream transfers would be, I was going to say Michael Elise, but then it depends, because are Liverpool going to get Alonso? If Liverpool get Alonso, then they might not play with traditional wingers. And if they don't play with traditional wingers, is there a need for a wide player? But if Liverpool do continue to play with traditional wingers, Elise would be nice. It might be hard to convince him without Champions League, but he'd be one of the main ones, and I'd want a defensive midfielder as well who can actually tackle. Dale, how you doing? Hope you are good. We are mates today, but we are not mates on Sunday. but I hope you are good. Yeah, I don't know. I might be. Again, it depends. It depends how many jobs I can get done around the house tomorrow, but it's more likely not, to be honest. Oh, Isak. Oh, keeper just about saves that. Have they given that as offside though? They've given it as offside. Better though. Better. Yeah, Isak was offside there. But see, that's what we've been missing. That kind of movement. We don't have anybody to make that kind of movement. Kale says, what's the match on Amazon Prime? How are you feeling about the game? I think Liverpool going to win 5-1. That's my deluded prediction. I can tell that you're a judger. When you judge my hats, though, are you going to start giving them a score? I feel like if you're going to start judging them, you have to maybe start giving them a score, like a score out of 10. I think that's the next level. Don't say the rat is finally getting game time. He is. I was waiting for you to write Isak, but you put the star instead of the A, which is kind of funny. But yeah, he's starting today. He's starting alongside Atlético. We basically what we've done is we've just put all our attacking players on the pitch. So we've got Frimpong on the pitch, we got Kerkez on the pitch, we got Sabazlai on the pitch, we got Wirtz on the pitch, we got Ekitike on the pitch, and we got Isak on the pitch. We've just thrown all our attacking players on the pitch and said, let's just go for it. I'm glad. I'm glad he's done that because it's risky, but if you're 2-0 down, you need to take a risk. You have forgotten Salam. He's on the bench. Salah's on the bench. Red Hat 0 out of 10. 5 out of 10? You keep saying you like this one. I'm like, surely if you like something, it's at least 7 out of 10. Risk worth the reward type thing. 100%. 100%. Like he could have played something less risky, but if you play the less risky, you know you ain't gonna score 3 goals. If you think about it, so you almost have to take the risk. Dude, what are these scores? 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10. Like I'm a bit. I thought you liked my caps, and you're like, yeah, 5 out of 10, 4 out of 10. I mean, I'm a bit worried to ask what's your favorite one. Liverpool will win 1 Philip Neal. I mean, 1-0 won't be enough. They need to win by 3 at least. Yeah, he's benched. He might come on. Salah might come on in the second half, or Rio might come on. Isak looking lively. Leo says hopefully we get 2 or 3 goals. Well, hopefully 3 because we need. I don't want to go to penalties. I feel like if we go to penalties, we ain't winning that. Hopefully we get 3 or 4. Okay, 8 out of 10 makes sense. Torres 2-0. Dang. Barcelona are not messing about. Words to Ekitike. Slot needs to start Rio. I think he'll come off the bench. We might win if it was penalties. We have all our attacking players. We do now, but if it goes to penalties, you would imagine a lot of these attacking players will not be on the pitch 2 hours later. White one 10 out of 10, green one 10 out of 10. Would you not say white one 10 out of 10, green one 9 out of 10? Slot looks very animated. Dear God, it's Liverpool again. That's what I say when I wake up, and when I wake up and I remember there's a Liverpool game today. It's just, dear God, it's Liverpool again. I mean, even Ronaldo fan wants us to win, so I think we better win. That's fair enough, because you say you don't mind that one, so you'd give that one 5 out of 10. PK would give it 100 out of 100. Who's down? Is it Kirkes? I'm trying to see the shirt. Oh, is it Ekatike? Oh, Ekatike's down. Salah's coming on. Ekatike's off. I think Ekatike might be coming off. Ekatike can't be that badly hurt. It looks like Ekatike just fell over by himself, as Isabel says. He just fell over by himself. Nobody even fouled him. As M says, bro got injured by the grass. they're bringing a stretcher out. He just fell over by himself. I don't know if he pulled something, but he was just running and then he just fell over. You know, like when your grandma falls down the stairs. It was a bit like that. Isak is looking at Ekatike injured on the floor, thinking, pathetic, pathetic. I tell you what, though, Salah centrally could work pretty well. KL says no trophies this season. I say no punctuation this season. That's the wrong trophies, but I'll let you off. All Barcelona players look the same. They all look like skinny 5 foot tall teenagers. Maybe they are the same. Yeah, Salah's coming on. Why Adidas? Yeah, that one's okay. That one's okay. Barcelona game is good. Has Isak? I can't lie. These are the best 29 minutes of any player I've ever seen. But realistically, he's made some kind of very good runs. He's probably looked our most dangerous player, I think. Nah, Ekatike is being fully stretched off. Ekatike got injured. Why is Salah in already? I mean, Ekatike was running and he just fell over by himself. And now Ekatike is being stretched off. And Salah's on. Swaggy bro says, yo, can you see me? No, I cannot. I cannot see you. But I am psychic, which reveals to me that you might be saying hello twice. You might be saying hello 3 times. You might be saying hello 4 times. But my psychic powers. Because I do actually have a favorite top you wear. Which one? I like this one. This one's quite good. Isak header. Ooh, score. Ah! What happened there? I mean, that was an amazing tackle by Marquinhos. Isak header. It was saved by the keeper. Van Dijk really should have scored the rebound. I mean, Salah has an impact immediately. Van Dijk should have scored that. Yeah, effing Marquinhos, damn it, but also fair enough. Salah cross. To be fair to Salah, he has had an immediate impact. What the hell is that by Kirkes? What is he doing? Reluctant Gamer's watching it. He's probably watching it on Amazon Prime. The General says Achilles. Is that for Ekatike? I hope not. This isn't going to be a repeat of the other game, is it? Where he goes off injured and then he's actually not injured. But I guess we'll find out. Grace was formerly the hat judger. She is now the shirt judger. Atletico score 2-1. Who was it? Was it Alvarez? It must be Alvarez, surely. Hugo done his Achilles. That is unfortunate. It's a good thing that Isak is on fire. Swaggy says, where are you watching? Please tell me. Amazon Prime. Which is coming to use this week. I've been using it to order gardening supplies. So it did have a use. It did have another use alongside this. Yeah, it's definitely Isak and Salah up top together. So Salah is on the right of the two and Isak is on the left of the two. That's kind of what it looks like. This ref, man. This ref will blow for anything. I don't think Frimpong did much there. The referee needs to be a bit less lenient. What's Achilles? It's a tendon. It's the Achilles tendon. Yeah, they have been kind of rubbish, haven't they? They've had a bit of energy, but other than that, their delivery in particular has been god awful. They just kick the ball out whenever they get it. That's better defending there by Kirkes at the very least. But they have had some kind of brain fart moments already. What happens to Ekatike? Got injured. Nobody injured him. He just fell over as he was running. And now he's off. So Ekatike went off and Salah came on. Lookman scored 3-2. Liverpool has more fight. They definitely do. Especially compared to the first leg. They are not going down without a fight. And you know what? They might end up losing, but you got to take the risk. Miro, hope you are good. I still believe in my 5-1 prediction. PJ Top is the best. Oh, that's your favorite. That's your favorite Liverpool shirt that I have. What would you give that one then? 10 out of 10. It is, yeah. That Kirkes pass in particular was probably one of the worst. Probably one of the worst passes I've ever seen. Just need some chances. We are getting some chances, to be fair. I think Van Dijk probably should have scored, but this is better. This is better compared to what we've seen recently. I think Isak will bring more pace up front, up front for the front three, which he has done. I mean, it's more of a front two today, but he has looked pacey. His pressing is very good, and his move, not just the pace, but his movement as well. You can tell the difference in his movement. It was really irritating me when people said, "Oh, we bought Ekatike. Why did we need Isak?" Isak's movement in terms of kind of staying on side and then bursting through with pace, which we saw him do for Newcastle 1,000 times. He stay on side, stay on side, stay on side, stay on side. You can basically see him staying on side because his arms are so long. So you can see that he's kind of staying on parallel, and then as soon as it's the right moment, he will completely run through on goal. That's what we need. Predicted PSG 2-1. I picked Liverpool 5-1. Ooh, Nuno Mendes is off. Good news. I don't wish injury on anybody apart from today. So Nuno Mendes is off. I mean, that's not a bad substitution, to be fair. Hernandez coming on. That's not a bad. You almost think, oh yay, Nuno Mendes is off. Happy days, and then they bring Hernandez on, and it's like, Grace would give that shirt 10 out of 10. What would you give this shirt? I like this shirt, but I don't know if you like it. Niam says Isak seems to be bringing more to this game. I can't lie. I agree. He looks very energetic. His movement is very good. He's quite vocal as well. I can see on the pitch. He's pressing very high as well. He looks a lot fitter than he did earlier in the season. That's kind of why I've been saying I feel like next year you need to build a team around Isak. People say around Wirtz, but for me you need to build it around Isak. Because you know Isak can score 30 goals a season in the Premier League. Good defending by Kvaratskhelia. We can win this game, which is why I predicted a 5-1. But you never know. I partly predicted a 5-1 because of the super attacking formation he's gone with. If it was the same formation again, it would not have been 5-1. Rio says, what channel? Amazon Prime. I know the Newcastle fans call Isak a rat, but I don't blame him for leaving. Liverpool is a place to be, especially at that time. It's no brainer. Toon fans are just deluded like most football fans. I'm happy we got him. I can't lie. If the roles were reversed, I would have been a bit annoyed. But equally, the 120 million would have softened the blow. I guess the closest kind of equivalent we had was the Coutinho situation, where basically said, I want to go. And then eventually we give in, and it's annoying that he wants to go. But the fact that you get that money in, that cushions the blow to a certain degree. Hornchurch are coming back though. I mean, Hornchurch are scoring, Atletico Madrid are scoring, Chelmsford are scoring, Barcelona are scoring, but Liverpool are not scoring. Damn right. Kvaratskhelia just falls over now. It must just be the pitch. The pitch must be very wet because players keep falling over. I think we need wingers, and Wirtz will shine. Wirtz is the most technical player by a mile. I've been saying that all year. That there's no pace in the team. So everything is bottlenecked by there being no pace in the team. It's like having a car with no tires. It's like, yeah, it can have good wheels, it can have good engines, it can have a good chassis, it can have a good paint job, but it's got no tires, it ain't gonna move. So I just feel like the existing squad was bottlenecked by the lack of pacey wingers, which hopefully they rectify next year. The white one. I've got a white shirt with a yellow collar. Which one's that? Which one's the white shirt with the yellow collar? I don't even remember. You saying I have a white shirt with a yellow collar? Isak has to start every game personally. No disrespect to Ekatike, but if Isak wants to perform, he needs constant starts. I agree. He needs to embed into the team. He needs to build confidence, build familiarity. I can't even say the word. Become more familiar with his teammates. Isak will 100% show his value. Of all the signings Liverpool made in the summer, so they bought Kerkez, they bought Frimpong, they bought Florian Wirtz. Isak was the one I was by far the most excited about. That's a good tackle by Konate, to be fair. That's more like it. That's more like it. No swearing so far. Are you saving it up for an epic sweary rant when Gakpo scores? Not when Gakpo scores. When Gakpo comes on the pitch. When Gakpo comes on the pitch. But to be honest, there's not too much to be annoyed about. Scott says, "Come on, PSG," from a Man City fan. I can't lie, I do want you to win the league. So you're saying, "Come on, PSG." I'm saying, "Come on, City." Come on, City. Do not let Arsenal get a Premier League. Up the Blues, Blue Moon, and all that. We're gonna need you to give Arteta another smacking, which hopefully you do on Sunday. I mean, even reluctant game by saying, "Come on, City." We're all supporting City for the league. We need City to ensure Arsenal do not have a moment of happiness. We did the job last year. We need City to do the job this year, and then anybody to do the job next year. Ooh. To be fair, that looked like a dive by Salah. Isabel says, "We're going out, but not our fault. At home, PSG just outclassed us at their ground." Yeah, it is. Unfortunately, like 1-0, you can come back. 2-0's a bit much, but there's a whole second half to go yet. Actually, that might have been a foul on Salah, but hey ho. Even United fans are supporting City. Everyone's supporting City because this is how much everybody despises Arsenal. Scott says, we're the best team so far. You're certainly in form. You're certainly in form at the moment. Was it 3-0? Was it 3-0 against Chelsea away from home? Can't really argue about that. I actually agree after seeing the shot again. I was talking to City fans at work today. I told them they didn't exist, but they didn't agree. McAllister got a yellow for that. That wasn't that bad. The thing is, the pitch today, the pitch today is kind of quite wet. The players are diving all over the place. Steve says Liverpool turn up the gears. I agree. Sleeper will be back in May and see how you're all doing then. I mean, firstly, that's the wrong year. Secondly, you won't be back in May because in May you'll be crying, oh, damn those Cronkies, Cronkies out, Cronkies out. This is what you do every year. You chat a lot, you act really hard, you act really aggressive, and then you win nothing. And then you just disappear. You just disappear. Say, Cronkies out, Arteta out, this person out. The tea lady out. You don't appear. You don't appear anywhere. It's just the same thing year after year after year. September talk big, October talk big, November talk big, December talk big, January talk big. Eventually win nothing, stop talking, disappear. It's just the same thing every year. The thing is, you probably will win something once you get rid of Arteta, but as long as you keep that guy there, you're not going to win anything. Steve says if Slot wins, he will keep his job next summer. If he wins this game, I'm not sure about that. If he wins the Champions League, there's a chance. I think if he wins the Champions League, there's a chance he keeps his job. But if he doesn't, it's going to be tough. You wore it an Arsenal versus Man United game when Johnny said you're a cute girl. I don't remember. White shirt with a yellow collar. Was it? I don't know. I'll have to. That doesn't sound familiar to me, but I'd have to look it up. Liverpool 1-0. Is that a prediction? In order to win a trophy, you need luck with injuries. We don't have it. We've had bad luck, but I still don't think the performances have been that, or I don't think the injuries have been that bad for how bad we've been performing, if that makes sense. Like, we have had injuries, but I still would have expected a bit better. Mohammed has his front camera on. You might want to switch that around. Isabel says he keeps his job solely if he wins the Champions League, and also if he keeps us in the Champions League. I think those are probably the conditions, to be honest. I think if he wins the Champions League, they'll probably say, look, he won us the Premier League in the first year, he won us the Champions League in the second year. In reality, he probably won't win the Champions League. But in reality, he might get top 4 or top 5, and I think at that point, it becomes a harder decision. Like, from the ownership's perspective, I think their goal is only top 4. So if he gets top 4, top 5. So from the ownership's perspective, I think the goal is Champions League. So then if Slot gets Champions League, they might be like, eh. But I don't know. And I think also a decision on sacking somebody is dependent on who's available to come in. If Alonso is available to come in and Alonso says, look, I'm willing to come in, then I think I still think there's a world that they might just go for it. Yeah, but I think it's grey. But you said it had yellow colours. Suppose. Yeah, he hasn't done much, to be honest with you. How's McAllister? McAllister's been okay, not great. Okay, you've left a comment, then I'll know. It was when you said it's a white shirt with a yellow collar. I don't remember any yellow collar. But factually, he gets knocked out tonight and keeps Champions League. That's the most likely outcome. He gets knocked out tonight, but gets into a Champions League spot. I still don't think. I think if that happens, which is the most likely outcome, I still think it's not guaranteed that he'll stay and it's not guaranteed that he'll get sacked. I think if that happens and Alonso says, look, I'm willing to come to Liverpool now, but if you don't want me, there might be other jobs available. I think they might go for it so that they don't lose out on him. Unknown says we have to target Hernandez. Very true. You'd also take Andoni Iraola. I wouldn't mind Iraola. What's Alonso going to do? He got sacked at Madrid. He did, but he did win the league in Germany. And he did go unbeaten in Germany. Just because you got sacked at Madrid, I don't think that's a death sentence that you will automatically be useless at every other job. People used to laugh at finishing fourth. It is like a trophy. It is kind of like a trophy. In many ways, or should I say, in the eyes of certain people, given the amount of money involved, they would perhaps view it more favorably than a trophy. So for many people, if you say, would you rather get a Champions League spot or a Carabao Cup, they'd probably take the Champions League spot. Sean says, how are you feeling today? All good, all good. How are you? Decent first half. I was hoping we scored a few chances. Still a chance we win. It was a good first half. Completely different system, completely different setup, but it's better than I've seen. Would have liked a goal, I can't lie. Maybe Van Dijk should have scored that goal from the Marquinhos clearance. But it is what it is. Midfield can't pass the ball. I mean, that's been the story of the whole season. Grace says, can I rate your shirts? Yeah, go for it. Fish keeps telling me to buy Topps Premier League trading cards. I will eventually, since you keep asking. And I know I keep saying that I will, but I will get there eventually. I mean, even Grace is saying, why haven't you got them yet? I just haven't got around to it. It's a passage in life to be sacked by Madrid. Very true. Yeah, that would be interesting. Whether Alonso would do the 3 at the back formation. It worked for Conte, but to be honest, if Liverpool get Alonso, I don't think it's a given that they'll do 3 at the back, because you need a lot more centre backs for that, and I just don't think Liverpool have that number of centre backs. So he might try and adjust his formation, but who knows? He got sacked at Madrid. That's because Madrid are D-bags. They chose players over managers, and that's their problem. Very true. Rio's got to get a chance. Hope he comes on off the bench. Midfield needs a spark. Frimpong isn't great. Frimpong has a lot of energy. He's a lot of energy, and but sometimes his crossing is alright, but sometimes it's rubbish. Van Dijk's gonna come and give Rooney a smack. To be fair, I do like the fact that Van Dijk just said it to his face. And even if the roles were reversed, I still would have been like, you know what? At least he's gone up to his face and he said it to him. Mamadashvili washed. I think he's been alright today. Yeah, Frimpong's not been good. I don't know what Monster is. Isn't the Monster that drink? Konate washed. Van Dijk washed. Kirkers washed. Gravenberch washed. Szoboszlai washed. Rio ashed. McAllister washes. So McAllister is the present tense, whereas everybody else has been the past tense. Verts washed. Isak washed. Hugo washes. Hugo is also present tense. Chiesa washed. Slot coated. I think everybody's washed. It's probably the cleanest team. there's ever been. That is true. First time we see Isak, Ekitike and Vert starting. I mean, Liverpool like to, or people like to go on about the 400 million, 400 million, 400 million, 400 million. We finally got to see the 400 million for about 20 minutes. I don't even know how he got injured, to be honest. He just kind of fell over. Just kind of fell over the grass. If Carrick doesn't stay, I hope we get Luis Enrique. You are a poet and you don't even know it. I mean, Eminem would be jealous of that kind of lyric if you think about it. The thing is, the midfield, I think somebody was saying earlier, and they are correct, midfield can't pass. So the defense has been okay. I think the attack has actually been quite good. Even though they haven't scored, they've looked lively, but midfield can't pass. Which is a bit of an issue. The pressing half, Demir is not very happy. How you on 56 minutes? It's 56 minutes in Canada. But it's also because I haven't paused the timer. Bruno washed. Oh, something I never say. Liverpool fans fancy Ekitike. Cute boy, hey? That honestly didn't occur to me. I'm sure some people might do. But whatever floats your boat, I guess. Evening mate, seen Slot in town today in the costume shop trying on his clown costume and wig. I'm glad he's got a wig, because if he only had the costume, you'd know it was him from the bald head. So the wig is more important. If he had just the wig and no costume, that would be more convincing than the costume and no wig. I feel like if he had no wig, it would just instantly give him away. Grace says this top 8 out of 10. I like this one. But you prefer the other one. Fair enough. Have you met any footballers? Funny story. I was in a hotel. I was in the Park Inn Hotel, Heathrow. I got in a lift. So I got in the lift and there's a guy in there, and I think I've told you this story. So basically, I ran for the lift, and I just about pressed the button, and there was one more guy in the lift. And I got in the lift, and I looked to the right. It was Michael Owen. So I've been in the lift alone with Michael Owen, and as soon as I got in the lift, he just took his phone out and started scrolling the apps left and right on his phone. The thing is, though, I completely detest Michael Owen and borderline hate him. So I was tempted just to ask him a mundane question. Like, I was tempted just to say to Michael Owen, do you know what time the restaurant closes? Like, I was tempted just to ask him some sort of kind of mundane kind of question, but I didn't. I probably should have. I was about 23, 24 at the time, but yeah, I probably should have. How did you not beat him up, Liverpool fan? I mean, I could attack him. It was a hotel for work, to be fair. But yeah, it was just weird because you get in a lift and you're like, shit, that's Michael Owen. And by the time you kind of think of something, the lift door opens and then he goes out. It wasn't even a fancy hotel. It was literally just the Park Inn. Not even the Park Plaza, the Park Inn, which is the cheaper version. Heathrow Terminal 3. Michael Owen was there, which is kind of crazy. Should have asked Owen about his scintillating helicopter commentary. I think this might have been before he did commentary. It would have been, how old am I now? It would have been about 10 to 15 years ago. I met Patrice Evra when he played for Man United. How was that? Was it a fun experience? We're going to be out of it. Sad. There's another half to go. Yeah, there's another half to go. There's still... I'll set the timer because it's confusing everyone. Oh my God, there's a timer still going. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. Just use your brain. Of course, I just haven't stopped the fucking timer. But there you go. It's paused now. I met the United team on the Stockport train station. I had a lovely chat with Ali. Very nice. Was he driving the train since he was at the wheel? Or... No, that's really bad. That was really bad. Do trains have wheels? I don't know if trains actually have wheels. Yellow one, 10 out of 10. Ah, right. It was after the match. Very nice. Did you ask him to sign it to Mr. Default? And did he say default? C'est quoi? C'est quoi default? Je ne connais pas default. You met Jersey Dudek in the airport. Did you talk to him? I've seen, like, when I used to work in London a couple of years ago, I used to see famous people. I've seen Jordan Henderson walking around Euston Station twice on two separate occasions. I've seen Jordan Henderson walking around Euston Station. The first time I saw him, he was with Adam Lallana, and they were sitting on those benches. I don't know if they're still there, but there are these like benches outside Euston Station where it's like two-sided benches. Like Jordan Henderson and Adam Lallana were just sitting there. I've seen David Hay at that station. I've seen Pixie Lott, who's the singer, at that station, and probably other people as well, which I'm forgetting. What's your opinion on the looks of Mortal Kombat 2, the movie? I'm excited for it. Mortal Kombat 1, the movie, was so weird, wasn't it? Because you've got this whole lore of all these amazing characters, and they invented a new character. They invented a new character for the movie. I think, what? Can't you just make the movie about Liu Kang or about Sub-Zero or about Scorpion? I know they were in the movie. Or make it about somebody else. But apparently Mortal Kombat... Oh, where's Gakpo on? What the F? Why the hell is Gakpo on? And why is Joe Gomez on? Isak is off. Why is Isak off? Isak was playing amazing. What the F is going on? Why is Isak off? I mean, Isak off is bad enough, but Gakpo on? Oh, this is finished. We ain't winning this. We are not winning this. I mean, if you gotta take if you gotta take Isak off, just don't bring Gakpo on. Yeah, he's terrible, as Grace says. He ain't gonna do nothing, man. Why is he there? But yeah, what were we talking about? Mortal Kombat movie. Why would you invent a new character for a movie when you have all this lore of all these characters? You've got all these games. You got Liu Kang, you got Sub-Zero, you got Scorpion, you got Reptile, you got Noob Saibot, you got Rain, you got Frost, you got Kintaro, Motaro, Goro, Shao Kahn, Shang Tsung, Quan Chi. I could go forever on Mortal Kombat characters. And they decide to invent a new character for the movie who nobody cares about. I don't even remember his name. I just remember he wore some stupid yellow shirt. And I was like, what? What are they even doing? But apparently, Mortal Kombat 2, Johnny Cage is the main character. Second half has started, which is fine. That is it Carl Urban? Is that his name? He's playing Johnny Cage. I mean, he's a bit old to play Johnny Cage, but I'll take it. I was so annoyed when they invented a new character. 45 minutes. So this game is going to finish at 10. Is it too late? Is 10 o'clock too late to go out for fried chicken? Just asking for a friend because I'm starving. Stefan once met somebody called Uma in the Oldham bus station. Very nice. Hope you had. Hope that was a good experience. I hear he's got a bit of an ego, but I hope he wasn't too annoying. Mortal Kombat 2 does look decent. 1 was good. I enjoyed 1, but it just felt like such a missed opportunity to not center it around one of the established characters. But yeah, I hope number 2 will be good. Grace says we're cooked. Might as well turn it off. I can't lie, because when I was cooking my dinner today, I had a lot less chicken than I expected. And I got to the bottom of the thing. I was like, is that all that's left? So I'm currently starving. So I was thinking, oh God, is Gakpo on? I might as well just go get food. But I'll stay here until full time. Oh, fucking Gakpo's on. So we don't have Ekatike. We don't have Isak. I even forgot about Rio. Yeah, why is Gakpo getting time over Rio? Noob is goated. Noob Cybot is Sub-Zero. Is the first Sub-Zero in the first Mortal Kombat who died. But you probably know that. Due is down. Speaking of death. Bro knows ball and plants and Mortal Kombat. Yeah, I've never been hugely into Johnny Cage, but I'll take him over some random guy. Who's the next character for the movie? It's about the main character is Johnny Cage, which is also weird because isn't it Liu Kang who wins Mortal Kombat? Surely make it about Liu Kang, but hey ho. It's never too late to go out for fried chicken, but it is too late to go out for coronation chicken. It's not too late. Okay. I've not eaten much today because I'm on a diet, so I was saving myself for proper dinner, and then when I got around to making it, there wasn't much left. And this was just before this game started, and I was like, So I might go out afterwards. Yeah, 100% agree with that. Oh, why is there 500 viewers? I'm talking about Mortal Kombat. When Spurs goes down, there's a chance they won't come straight back up. Indeed, there is a chance. I mean, there's a chance, and it's potentially also quite likely. You would think if they were to go down, a lot of their kind of players would leave. It would be kind of very damaging to the club. Did you see the red card United got yesterday? I didn't see it in motion. As in, I saw a picture of it. I saw a picture of Lisandro pulling, was it Calvert-Lewin's hair? But to be fair, sometimes when you see things in picture, it's worse than the video. So I've not seen the video version. Fish needs to break wind and to urinate. Thank you very much. That's valuable information. I almost don't want to go to eat anymore. So you've successfully helped me to get rid of my hunger. Liu Kang is a god in these movies, not like the 90s classics. Oh, is this because they've changed the timeline of Mortal Kombat, haven't they? You know, when they brought out the new Mortal Kombat game, which is just called Mortal Kombat, I believe they've changed the timeline, and now Liu Kang, I think, is a fire god, but Raiden is not a god. I don't know, it's confusing. Just make sure it's chicken and it doesn't tweet. Those were the best games. Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 and 3, to be fair. Those were the best ones. Grace is in front. You can't be having that. Spurs relegation would be cinema. I can't lie. I do want to see it. I know. Like sometimes you're like, yes, no, it'll be a big loss for the Premier League, and I'm like, nah, I want to see them go down. It would be great. It would just be fantastic. Just seeing Spurs get relegated, it'd be funny. Duet's coming off. Pre-order the new Jackie Chan box set. You like Jackie Chan? I'm not sure I've ever seen many Jackie Chan movies other than maybe Rush Hour. Maybe I need to check out more. This is the problem with PSG. Due is coming off and we get all excited, and it's Bradley Barcola coming on. It's like, what can you do? Isabel says, I don't know about you, but in Bristol all kebab shops sell fried chicken, kebabs and pizza. Yeah, most do. So you get chicken, kebabs and sometimes pizza, but not always. Some do, whereas there's some more traditional fish and chip shops which are a bit more expensive. But yeah, it's a similar sort of thing, to be honest. It could be Slot and Rio, similar to Manu and Amarim. Deadly Alliance was good. Yeah, so the Deadly Alliance between Shang Tsung and Quan Chi, from what I recall. It was never a red card. I heard Carrick was very upset about it. Yeah, Raiden is just some basic kind of villager type of guy. I believe I've not played that game, but I think I was watching a review or something. And now Liu Kang's the god. Salah to Wirtz, come on, cross it. Ah, that is terrible. That's a terrible first touch. Wirtz just set up Salah perfectly, to be fair. Salah with a god-awful first touch. Yeah, they've changed the timeline. They've tried to kind of mix it up, and I think that's why also the ninjas don't have like full-on ninja headgear now. I think Sub-Zero and Scorpion are buddies in the new one, but they're not buddies in the old one. I don't like the new timeline. I prefer the classics. 4DX. I've done 4DX once in my life. It felt a bit too much. Like there's a bit too much going on. Like my seat is rocking back and forth, and there's air and shit coming out behind me. I'm like, this 4 dimensions is too much. Like I prefer 2, 3 out of push. Well, IMAX is good, but IMAX is just a simple big screen. Wouldn't mind Barcola. Apparently he's available. Have you watched Shanghai Noon? Don't think so. I think I might have watched Rush Hour back in the day, but that's about it. I'll be honest, I mostly just watch like messed up movies. So I'm currently watching this movie called Keeper, which looks like it might be like about some demon thing. So I mostly watch horror. Ooh, Gravenberch, good shot, but goes over. I mostly watch horror movies and kind of that sort of thing. Jackie Chan is bots. You should watch Drunken Master and First Strike. I've got a lot of catching up to do. Calvert-Lewin punched Euro in the face, didn't get a yellow card. All right, damn, is that why Carrick was so annoyed? Barcelona 3-1, 3-3 aggregate, and there's absolutely no goals in this game. I've played 30 minutes of the new one. I think probably the same. Same for me. Grace's taxi driver did not turn up this morning, but they normally come at 8:45, but it was 5 minutes past 9 and they still weren't there, so my mom's boyfriend had to take me to where I was going. Is that an Uber driver? If it's an Uber driver, you should complain. I mean, to be honest, you should complain either way. I mean, if they're not turning up, then something's gone wrong. I mean, maybe Gakpo was your driver because he fails to deliver. That's the only explanation I can come to for this. That is true. Liverpool are still fighting, and they still have not conceded. So I mean, that's probably a probably a positive. Rumble in the Bronx is pretty good as well. Is that Jackie Chan? Stefan says Lincoln are promoted from League One. So next year, Lincoln City vs. That would be hilarious. League fixture. Salah. It wasn't a punch, but he got hit in the face by an outstretched arm. I see. I'll need to watch it back. As I said, I've seen the picture version, but pictures often make things look worse. Hassan says Kirkes is diabolical. He's not having the best game. I'm still annoyed. Oh, Salah. That's probably what you're referring to. Kirk is not having the best game. To be fair, if that was Robertson, probably same thing would have happened. But yeah, he needs to do better with that. If Uber driver not turning up, it's the company's fault not paying the drivers their worth. That's very true. They don't. They basically they take kind of most of the profits for themselves. It's not just Uber, it's also kind of others as well. And then the actual person doing the job is basically still struggling, trying to kind of get fares all day long, whilst Uber as a company is just taking home billions. So I agree with that. Yeah, it was definitely Gakpo. Cody Gakpo was your driver, 100%. It was shocking. It was shocking by Kirk. It was a really good setup by Salah. But was it a shot? Was it a cross? I don't even know. I don't even know what he was trying there, to be honest with you. Grace says, "You jealous? I have whispers. I'm not, because I'm on a diet, if you recall." I'm still sticking to my diet, which I'm quite happy about. I agree with Kelleher. Never let Gakpo play football again. I never let him play football again. Never let him have any moments of happiness. What? I can't lie. Salah has looked very lively since he's come on. I've also noticed my timer is wrong. PSG counter-attack, which is absolutely what we're doing. Oh, they're through in space. They're gonna score, but Kirkes gets his body in the way. That's better from Kirkes. It's an offside anyway. Grace's main driver is in Pakistan right now. That makes sense. You'll have to say when your main driver is back, you'll have to tell your main driver that you missed his promptness and his high level of service. How is the score now? Says Her Majesty. Can you not see it down there? Still 0-0. I will say Liverpool score in the 74th minute, and it's scored by Gakpo tapping. I can't lie. If Gakpo helps Liverpool win this game, then I will hate him a bit less, but I'll still hate him. Dang, 3-3 aggregate in the Barcelona game. That is crazy. Liverpool looked better this half, but need a goal quick, but also not concede. We're gonna need one soonish. Unfortunately, the master tactics have ceased, if you think about it, because Isak's not on the pitch anymore. Ekatike is not on the pitch anymore. I don't know how likely it is we get a goal now, but who knows? So Bosley not having the best game, to be honest with you. Mr. Default loved the Liverpool pajama. That's Grace's favourite shirt as well. Grace was rating my shirts earlier, and she said the pajamas were her favourite shirt. And I thought, okay, fair enough. I've got another Liverpool shirt that I've not worn yet. You'll rate them 0 out of 10. 0 out of 10. 0 out of 10. There must be something that's at least I was gonna say, and I was like, okay, maybe we end on a 1 out of 10 or a 2 out of 10, but no, we end on a 0 out of 10 and another 0 out of 10. Fair enough. I mean, I appreciate the honesty, if anything. Gravenberch with a shot. Get an effing goal, Jesus Christ, says Isabel. I agree with that. And after... speaking of getting an effing goal, Mr. Rio Ngamo is coming on. Mr. Rio Ngamo is coming on. So if you need a goal, the right man is coming on. But if he's 17, can you call him a right man? The right teenager is coming on. Joe Gomez going for a shot. What is Joe Gomez doing? Joe Gomez has never scored a goal in his life. Literally, he has 0 goals. Why is he going for a shot? Why is he going for a shot? Ooh, penalty! Penalty. Oh, Salah's going to take it. Don't let Salah take it, though. Don't let Salah take it. Oh, God, for the love of Gakpo, don't let Salah take it. Don't let Salah take it. Do not let Salah take it. Do not let Mohamed Salah Ghali be taking this penalty. If it is given. Zero goals is crazy work. We might get 1 goal, but hasn't Salah missed his last two penalties? This makes me slightly concerned. Please let Sabazlai take it. Almost don't want to be looking at this. Oh, they're doing the VAR check, and they're going to measure the angles, and it's just slightly off, therefore no penalty, I bet you. Why is there a cardboard box? What's the cardboard box about? Isabel says, please. On the replay, they're not even showing the replay. Yeah, it's just an empty pitch. Why are they showing me an empty box? F off, F you, F this clan referee, F his stupid haircut, F his stupid face, F everything about this effing clown. We didn't even see the replay. We didn't even see the replay. I mean, I can't lie. I think McAllister intelligently tries to win that, but you see those given. It's rubbish. That's what it is. Oh, then you give a foul to PSG, don't you? Then you give a foul to PSG. Get effed, as Isabel says. Instant, like 2 seconds later, they gave a foul to PSG for nothing. Rio is on. Rio is going to cook them, as Mun says. Ngamoa is going to save us. And Ngamoa is going to teach them a lesson before his lesson tomorrow. He has A-level physics. But today, Gomez is off. Why is Gomez off? Gomez came on at half-time. Gomez literally played like 20 minutes and then, then he gets taken off. Gomez came on at 45 minutes, took one shot, and then got took off at 65 minutes. What's that about? Damn right, it's a joke. It was smart. It wasn't stonewalled, but you see those given. The ref is he's a generational Liverpool hater. Verts to, is that Kirkes? Kirkes to Rio. Come on, Rio. Rio doing his dribbly thing, and it goes out. Am I going to the Polish Cup final? I am not. When is the Polish Cup final? give him an A+ if he scores. Fair enough. It's a corner now. Oh! What happened there? McAllister header, but it's gone wide. Yeah, it's not when they kind of replayed it. It's not the most stonewall penalty, but equally you see those given. Mr. Default's 1-year-old is better at dribbling than post. One dribbles from the mouth, but that's Gakpo's better at dribbling from the mouth, and your 1-year-old's better at dribbling at football. we'll put it that way. Shit. I thought that was it as well. Drew is unhappy. Says, couldn't it be more clear something is against us? Abu says that was a penalty. I thought it was a penalty. You see those given and you see those not given. Salah's dancing. Jay says, I remember Liverpool fans laughed at United for getting snubbed by Gakpo. Now look. Well, we needed him last year, so he did help us win the league. So it was important that we had him, if you think about it. We needed him last year. He was quite good last year in the title-winning season. And if we didn't have him last year, we might not have won the league. But it's this year that he's been garbage. Last year, he was a valuable contributor, I thought. Sometimes he had Diaz, sometimes he had Gakpo. And they were both decent. But this year has been rubbish. Where is my burger? What kind of burger are we talking about? Salah is trying so hard. Gray says, why is Salah trying so hard? It could be because it's his this could be his last Champions League game for Liverpool. If you think about it. If Liverpool don't win, this is Salah's last Champions League game for Liverpool. Here he is again. McAllister hits it. I mean, Rio even did the Gakpo thing better than Gakpo can. Rio did it so much quicker than Gakpo. Whenever Gakpo does that, it ends up taking about half an hour. Gakpo pees me off too much. I think you need a corner, just do it the dirty way. Polish Cup final May 2nd. Am I not in Sweden? I think I'm going to Sweden then. Yeah, I'll be in Sweden then. Mr. Default says, I find it funny how United fans laugh at Liverpool, but we're only doing good because we're playing once a week. Rio loses the ball there. Next season's when we're in full competitions, including the Champions League, we'll see a massive drop off. Naturally. There will be a kind of much bigger. Oh, F off. They've scored. Dembele scored. Was it? Is that what happened? Is that what actually happened? If that was Gakpo's fault, that would at least bring me a bit of happiness. Yeah, PSG have scored. I'm waiting for it to be kind of disallowed, but let's be honest, it's not going to be disallowed, is it? It's not going to be disallowed. You know what? Fair enough. It's all good. You at least, you at least tried to be attacking. You at least tried something different. I mean, McAllister could maybe close him down better, but this is the risk. This is the risk that you take, and I think this is kind of what we were talking about earlier, where we were saying, look, we're going a lot more attacking, but you almost have to go super attacking, because if you don't go super attacking, you don't score enough goals. It might have been a Gakpo assist. Rashford and Lewandowski on as subs for Barcelona. Mo Scout says, nah, Liverpool, what the F is happening to you? This ain't normal. This is normal. This is the new normal. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why, like, you know what? I'm not kind of losing my mind over this, because at least you tried to be attacking. At least you tried to win the game. I think at least they kind of tried to be positive. I mean, speaking of positivity, Curtis Jones is on the pitch now. And I know we can all be kind of really annoyed about the last game, which we are, but okay, don't let him score a second. Dembele, Mamadashvili on the floor. Kanate completely misses the ball, but it goes out. Sean says, absolutely sick of Slot. He's the worst manager ever. Takes striker off to bring a right back on, then off for Gakpo. Oh my God. The Gakpo obsession does need to be studied, because it is a bit worrying. WTF PSG scored. They did. Apparently it was a Gakpo assist. Gakpo just falls over again. As soon as Gakpo comes on the pitch, everything goes south. Yeah, now Liverpool look all over the place now. They look all over the place now. It was Easter for most gal this Saturday. Happy Easter to you. To be honest, can't expect to win PSG, because Liverpool not the same after their first 8 games of the season, and they were last minute goals. I think Liverpool were in with a chance, but unfortunately, when the Ekitike went off after 20 minutes, Isak went off after 45 minutes, which ultimately meant we then reverted back to the old formation, although a more attacking version of it. At that point, we were like, yeah, this is this is not going to work. Grace just spammed OMG. Did you? Didn't come through. Sick of watching us play football. So done with it. Can't wait. Do restart next season. I hear you, but restart with significant changes, because I almost don't feel like it would be enough just to buy some players and then say, yeah, we're going to go again. It's a new season. I think you're going to have to make a managerial change, provided there is somebody willing to come in, like an Alonso. Obviously, if no Alonso was willing to come in, that would make things a lot more difficult. But if he says, look, I'm ready to come in, new season, let's go, then we need to jump on that. Instead of Gakpo scoring in the 74th minute, Dembele scored in the 73rd. You were close. But PSG's defending as well. You've got to say their defending is very good. They always seem to have just the right amount of players back. We had loads of chances. We did. Barcelona game absolutely peak. I mean, I think it was 3-3 the last we saw. Grace is so stressed. Catherine fully concurs. That is very formal. They've bossed us. They're just a better team, and I think that's fine. I think it's okay to say that sometimes. What makes them so difficult, I think, is their defensive organization, number one, and number two, just the pace that they have up front. Okay, why is Kvaratskhelia gone down holding his face there? I don't think anyone touched his face. But they are really tough to beat, and you can kind of see why. The defensive, like, you always know about their attacking prowess. I think that's obvious, but like even defensively, they're so sound. And even when Nuno Mendes went off, you haven't really seen any significant drop off. Counter attack. Why did Gravenberch keep shooting from 20 yards? Let's just blame Gakpo. It's his fault. I like that. I like that logic when it comes to football and also just life, you know. If you're going to Tesco to buy milk and there's no milk, let's just blame it on Gakpo. It's Gakpo's fault. I'm liking that. I'm gonna use that from now on. Oh yeah, it was 3-2, yeah, wasn't it? Because I think it was the Torres goal that got disallowed. Yeah. Barcelona red card though. Yeah, as kind of user is saying, I can't complain. Liverpool actually went for it. I think they had the right attitude, and ultimately they died on their shield. So it's like, you know what? Fair enough. Life doesn't always kind of give you what you want. Liverpool did what they could. That was still within their control. So sometimes you don't get what you want, and I think this is an example of that. But in terms of what Liverpool could control with respect to the lineup, with respect to the tactics, with respect to the approach, I think it was positive. So all you can say is, you know what? Fair enough. This is why I hate football. One attack and it's over. All that pressure, yeah. I guess that's the way it bees sometimes. Man of the match is Alexander Isak. Even though he played about 40 minutes. Zaire Emery is coming off. Lucas Beraldo is coming on. Kvaratskhelia 82nd, Salah 89th. It would be nice for Salah to get a last goal. So this is going to be Salah's last Champions League game for Liverpool. Yeah, maybe Marquinhos, to be fair. Marquinhos has been solid. PSG are going to win it again. I'm saying, you could be right. You could be right because defensively, everybody knows about their kind of attacking prowess. You got Desiree Doué, they got Dembele, they got Kvaratskhelia, they got Barcola. And everybody knows about the midfield, but defensively as well, they're just so sound. I like that. Craig says, I don't know how or why, but this is 100% Arsenal's fault. I'm going to use that logic in my daily life. I've got to go shopping tomorrow, and if there's no bread, I'm going to blame it on Arsenal. What else have I got to get? I've got to get Weetabix. If there's no Weetabix, it is 100% Arsenal's fault. Adam missed the game. How was Isak? I really liked his play. I thought he played. I thought he played really, really well. He was full of energy. He was extremely fit. He didn't look unfit. He was pressing very high. Made very good runs. Good in the air. Unfortunately, came off at half time. So I thought I was super happy with his first half. But then unfortunately, when the second half started, they'd subbed him off for Gakpo. Game over. Let's talk about food or movies. To be honest, I talk about that probably more than the game. Would we be 3-0 down if we had Alisson? I think so. Yeah, I don't think we can blame Mamadashvili too much for the goals. You streaming tomorrow Champions League? Nope. I've got a stack of things I need to do around the house tomorrow, and I've got work. So I need to. I've got a stack of things I need to do around the house, and I've got a stack of things ordered that are going to be delivered on Thursday, delivered on Friday, delivered on Saturday. And like, if I don't make progress with the Wednesday things, I'm just gonna have a stack. I'm gonna have a stack of things up to the ceiling on by Friday. So I just gotta get on with some of the stuff. What's your go-to cereal? Well, right now I'm on a extreme diet. So right now I'm just eating plain Weetabix. But other than that, if you ever had Cookie Crisp, it's amazing. It's literally like eating biscuits. I've had like Lion Bar cereal, which was nice, but I couldn't help feeling like I was poisoning myself. But right now I'm on like a proper extreme diet, so I'm just having plain Weetabix. I don't know about the reason for Isak coming off. I'm intrigued myself. Yeah, I'm excited to see what Isak can do next season. I'm just curious about why you went off. But who knows? Chazza says get on or out. He's killing this club. I think he'll probably be out now. I think if he had won the Champions League, there's a chance they would have kept him, but I think it's probably Gakpo cuts inside because that's all this clown ever fucking does. Should it be 3-0 down? Yes, to be honest, it should be more because that first leg PSG could have had more. That is true. That is true. PSG's finishing in the first leg was pretty bad. So it could have been more, but I guess it is what it is. I mean, I refuse to cry conspiracy. I don't think there's a conspiracy here. I think they're just a better team. Grace says you don't need a diet. Appreciate that. I can't lie though. Since I've been on my diet, I've had a lot more energy. Yeah, it could have been a fitness thing. Oh yeah, Nesquik is good. I've had apparently you can get Kit Kat cereal now, but I've banned myself from the diet that I'm on. Yasino says the game was over. Yeah, I've not complained about a single thing today. I've genuinely not complained about a single thing today, other than when I saw Gakpo coming on. And I just interrupted mid-sentence. I was like, what the hell is he doing there? Why is Gakpo coming on? Kirkes, not a bad turn. Played well, but not well enough. I think I hear what you're saying. I think they've played as well as they could have done. But ultimately, PSG, I think, they're just better. They're just a more refined outfit. Defensively, they're better. They have from a midfield perspective, they're better. Going forward, they just got too much depth. You see, like Doué come off, Barcola go on. You see Mendes go off, Hernandez come on. They're just a better squad and a better, more kind of organized unit. Slot needs to go. I don't even think Gakpo has been bad. He hasn't done it. And right now he's jogging. The guy right. I think that's Vitinha's right next to him. Gakpo's jogging. Somehow Gakpo's jogging is slower than my walking. PSG are good. I think Bayern will beat them. I think whoever wins between PSG and Bayern will probably win the competition, I think. That's a good tackle by Konate. Jonas says Slot has made all LFC players worse. I think it's probably a man management thing. They probably. I get the impression they just don't get on with him. People used to criticize Klopp for kind of the hugs and all that. But Klopp's kind of management style socially was very different to Slot's management style. Slot is more kind of cold, more blunt. And maybe that management style hasn't resonated with the players. I'd presume it's something like that. There must be like more of a deeper reason, I think, to some of this stuff. Isabel fully concurs. I can't disagree with a single thing you said there. If Bayern win, then give Kane the Ballon d'Or for sure too. I think you have to, and it would be kind of funny if in the season that Harry Kane wins the Ballon d'Or, that's the same season that Spurs get relegated. Can you imagine that? Archie says we played brilliant tonight, but I think Slot's got to go for sure. I agree with that. I think the team has played well. I appreciate they went for positive tactics. I can see they're actually kind of putting effort in today. They tried to do what they needed to do. Ultimately, it hasn't worked. Like sometimes you don't always get what you want, and I think this is a good example of that. That in life you don't always get what you want, even if you put the effort in, even if you do all the right things, you don't always get what you want. And I think this is an example of that. But I think Slot's got to go for sure. I mean, Szoboszlai with a terrible pass there. Provided there is somebody better to come in, like an Alonso as an example, then I'd say, yeah. PSG going to score again. PSG have scored again. I mean, that's partly because Szoboszlai can't pass the ball 2 yards. But it is what it is. I think once that kind of first goal once that kind of first goal went in, it was basically game over. Isabel switched it off. I don't blame you. I should have gone for the chicken wings that I was I was talking about. You know when Gakpo came on at half time, and I said this is a waste of time. I want to go to the chicken shop. I should have just gone to the chicken shop for my 10 wings for £4. that's my go-to. Oh well, I'm watching One Piece. Well, Liverpool are in 2 pieces right now. Or should I say our defense is in 2 pieces. I've never watched One Piece. When I went to Tokyo, it was everywhere. Like I know of it. And they had these big displays of like One Piece, and in all the anime shops they had all the One Piece figures. But I've actually never seen it. But it is very popular, so I may need to check that out. Grace says, can you say hi to my mom? Hi, Grace's mom. Hope you are good. Hope you are having a good Tuesday. That's a terrible shot by Wirtz. At least get it on target, man. This Liverpool is massively different to what I know. It will be interesting to kind of see what they do. It will be interesting to see what they do in the summer. Tarek says go sleep. I will go sleep. I will maybe go sleep in about an hour or so. But I'm proper hungry. I can't lie. I'm proper hungry. Don't, for the love of God, watch the live action. Like, right, like all live actions, it sucks. Yeah, there was like a Dragon Ball Z live action, wasn't there? Which was terrible, where Piccolo was the villain. No, I'd have to stick to kind of the main kind of anime. Live action kind of adaptations are always terrible. Who's PSG against next, says Grace. It depends on the result tomorrow. Yusuf says the way when he checked VAR and it didn't show the tackle. I mean, it just showed an empty pitch, which is kind of... Kvaratskhelia with a shot, but saved. It just showed an empty pitch, which I think kind of confused everybody. Ridge says, don't think I'm going to watch another Liverpool game this season. Fair enough. That's understandable. There isn't much excitement left, to be honest. And the weather's getting better, so you might as well go outside. Yeah, Dragon Ball Evolution, that was terrible. It had James Masters in it, who's kind of quite a good actor. Who's been in Smallville and Buffy and some other things, but in that movie, with that script, even he couldn't do much. And it didn't take him less than a minute to make the decision. To be honest, looking at it, it wasn't the most stonewall of penalties. I see those given and I see those not given. I almost feel like we need to just take ownership for our own failures in the first leg. If we had performed better in the first leg, I think we would not be in this situation. The first leg, we were very lucky for it to be 2-0. Could have been about 5. Grace says, awesome. What's awesome? I can't lie. I've been talking, but in my head, I've been thinking, shall I go get chicken wings? So I don't even know what I've been saying. You know when you're talking, but you're on autopilot, but you're thinking about food? That's been me for the past minute. It's full time. I can't lie. As Ridge is saying, At times, I've felt like this is worse than kind of Roy Hodgson football. The Halal James Milner. How does that even make sense? I don't understand the link there. It's Joe over. Oh, I'm awesome. I appreciate that. As I said, I want. It's raining outside and it's damp. I don't think I'll go for food. I think it's a bit too late. Napoleon is gonna stay home, but you're Napoleon. You're French, surely. So you should be happy that Le Paris a gagné le match. Le Paris a gagné aujourd'hui. Tu es Napoleon. No, Napoleon est français. See, I'm getting more notifications now than I get on my birthday. Do what I do. I just have notifications off for every single app. Apart from my email, I have notifications off for WhatsApp, off for Instagram, off for TikTok, off for everything. That's just how I live my life. And I'm like, I'll check it when I check it. Who's Dembele talking to there? Well. It is what it is. A trophyless season. Napoleon, il est français. Napoleon est français. Sorry, he's French. You can see how when I go to France or I go to Canada and I speak in French, they know that I'm not French. Because I have like an English accent. So even though I can speak a bit of French, they know I'm not French. Shocking performance, says 124. I thought the performance was okay, but unfortunately they left themselves with too much to do. Given how bad the first performance is. You could say the first game, the first leg, à la Paris, that was shocking. This was, they did what they could, but ultimately it was too much. Salah's going off, so you will never see Salah in a Champions League game for Liverpool ever again. I don't mean to make things more sad, but that's life. Grace says W's an L game. Yeah, I think that's... I think I'd agree with that. Told you we were going out. I mean, yeah. I mean, it was the kind of most obvious outcome, I think. Constantly giving the ball away. I can't lie. This team's inability to pass is a bit annoying, and more often than not, it's the midfield. He needs to get out. Grace says bye. Take care, Grace. I'm gonna go because I am starving, and I'm not gonna go shops because it's raining outside. But I might try making something. Liverpool back on... When are Liverpool back? Sunday. So I'll be back on Sunday. Before I go, Jesse says ref is a joke. It wasn't the best refereeing performance. I think he maybe... There's the whole penalty thing, which is going to be a source of contention, and I think he was a bit easy to blow on the whistle. Yeah, the derby. I was just wondering, is that Saturday or is that Sunday? I think that's Sunday, isn't it? If that's Sunday, that helps because that gives me a long time. Yeah, it's Sunday at 2:00, so that gives me a long time to do the garden, which I need to do, and to do some things inside that I also need to do. I can't lie, that did irritate me that about 5 seconds after there was a foul and he kind of gave it instantly to PSG. Yeah, Sunday. I'll be back Sunday then. I'm going to go now because I'm starving. But have a nice evening. See you guys Sunday. Take care. Let's hope so.